really say rap is destroying itself because of, like I told you before, the situations with Pac or Snoop, you know what I'm saying?
Following the death of Christopher Wallace, famously known as the Notorious B.I.G, his mother, Loretta Wallace, struggled to find answers. After years of inaction from the Los Angeles Police Department, she filed a $400 million lawsuit against them. This prompted the LAPD to reopen the case, assigning former narcotics officer Greg Kading to take a fresh look at the events that led to the rapper's murder. The story begins in 1992, when the Notorious B.I.G. was a rising artist, freshly signed to Puff Daddy's Bad Boy Records. Eager to accelerate his career, he reached out to one of the era's hottest rappers, Tupac Shakur. At the time, the two were good friends. Biggie looked up to Tupac, who was already an established star with successful music and film credits, including Juice and Above the Rim. Feeling his own career wasn't progressing fast enough with Puff Daddy, Biggie even asked Tupac to be his mentor and possibly his manager. Tupac declined the offer, advising Biggie to stay loyal to Puff, assuring him that he was on the right path. Though Biggie was slightly offended, the two went their separate ways, unaware of how intertwined their destinies would become. As Biggie's career began to take off with hit singles like Party and Bullshit, and the creation of his album Ready to Die, a disconnect grew between him and Tupac. Tupac had ascended to a rock star level of fame, but was also attracting legal trouble. He began associating with notorious New York street figures, embracing a gangster persona. Biggie, who knew these individuals had a dangerous reputation, tried to warn his friend. However, Tupac, caught up in his success and the tough guy characters he was playing in movies, refused to listen. In 1993, Tupac's life took a dark turn. He and his associates, including a man named Haitian Jack, were charged in a sexual assault case. The scandal was devastating. The media and many fans turned against him. Facing mounting legal fees, Tupac found himself running out of money.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to the press. I appreciate the present you've given me for giving me a fair trial and a fair shot at justice. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for just destroying everything I worked for the past 22 years. And a Happy New Year to you too. You did your job. I'm out of money. I'm out of all my resources. You made me look like the bad guy in my own community.
To earn cash, he agreed to a deal set up by promoter James "Jimmy" Henchman to record a feature for a local artist named Little Sean for $7,000. When Tupac arrived at Quad Studios in Manhattan for the recording session, a dispute arose over the payment method. Soon after, as he and his friend entered the building's lobby, they were ambushed by two gunmen. They demanded his jewelry, and when Tupac resisted, he was shot and robbed. Crucially, Puff Daddy, Biggie, and other members of the Bad Boy camp were upstairs in the studio at the time of the attack. From Tupac's perspective, this was a setup orchestrated by Jimmy Henchman and Little Sean. He was convinced that Biggie and Diddy, being present in the building, must have had knowledge of the impending ambush. He saw their failure to warn him as a profound betrayal. This incident marked the point of no return, shattering their friendship and igniting the infamous feud that would tragically define their legacies.